Tamaki Drive winds east from the city along Auckland's glorious waterfront. Just beyond Mission Bay, you'll find this little slice of heaven that I call home, Ko'i Marmar. Ko'i, as the locals call it. Ko'i Marmar has a population of around 6,500 people, of which 30%, like myself, was born overseas. I moved here around 17 years ago, following a Kiwi woman. Unfortunately, the relationship didn't last, but my love affair for New Zealand has. And I picked Ko'i to lay down my roots. You know, it's made up of many different cultures that all seem to mingle quite well together. In this episode of Neighborhood, I want to share with you some of the stories that'll show you just how diverse this community is. We'll savor the taste of fresh Thai cuisine.
Make me homesick. My mother used to cook and very nice smell in the kitchen. So I always think about my home when I cook.
Hear the stories behind a treasured Italian heirloom.
And I thought it was a good idea to put a candle behind it. Which I did, and everything went up in flame. And my grandmother was absolutely furious because I ruined her war.
Discover a beauty pageant that celebrates diversity.
So I think the pageant made me more open to exploring my African side. Made me realize that there is a positive African community in New Zealand, where up until then I thought I was just kind of alone.
And feel the rhythm of Brazilian dance.
We feel kind of very special because all the community, the Brazilians, they know already Brazilian divas.
Yeah.
And they really respect our job and they really enjoy as well.
I'm John Palino, and this is my neighborhood. I'm Italian-American, born in New Jersey. Kind of like where they filmed The Sopranos, mostly. You know, my whole world was kind of like that, a bit. I remember growing up, there was a mayor who was arrested, and when he got out, he determined that he wanted to be going straight. So he wanted to buy my father's catering business. His family threw him a party of about 600 people. He didn't show up. Rumor has it that he squealed on someone. You know, my parents, they didn't want me to speak Italian, even though my grandparents only spoke Italian. You know, they were afraid people would make fun of me, and they really wanted me to speak English well. You know, when we're growing up, we don't always celebrate our culture, which makes us stand out differently from the crowd. But here in Ko'i, there's a young woman who's determined to value what makes her different.
I was only about 15 when I moved over. I moved from London to Whangarei, so it was a massive change. And I remember in school, I turned up and had my hair in cornrows, so I was like this complete alien in the school, and everyone used to stare, and then I came out with my English accent, and they were just like, what is she? My name's Alana Marcel Slater, and I'm from England. So I was born in London. My mum's English and my dad's from Ghana. I moved to New Zealand about 7 or 8 years ago. I moved over with my mum and stepdad. They thought New Zealand would be an amazing place for us to move to. I quite like being unique and standing out because I think I stand out in a positive way. And I quite like how everyone's always interested to know where I'm from and my life story, so I quite like it. I participated in Miss Africa Auckland, and we went through a range of practices, and I learned a talent, and I ended up winning. I was shocked. It was really overwhelming. I wasn't really expecting it because I'm quite a shy person and I don't really like public speaking. So I really had to get out of my comfort zone to stand on that stage and talk and do a dance. For me to do something that I found so scary and then it resulted in me winning, it really boosted my confidence and thought, yeah, it's not that bad standing on stage. I can do it. This outfit was made by one of my friends actually. This is actually kente cloth, which is Ghanaian traditional material. And yeah, I just researched some typical outfits and quite like this kind of style, so she made this for me. So wearing it does make me feel a bit more connected to my African culture. Yeah, feel a little bit different wearing this than jeans and a t-shirt. You feel a little bit more cultural. So I think the pageant made me more open to exploring my African side, made me realise that there is a positive African community in New Zealand, where up until then I thought I was just kind of alone, just no one else knew about African culture or anything. So yeah, it boosted my positivity in regards to that side of my identity. I know that pageants, they usually have this view that they're all about outer looks and prettiness and perfect bodies and all that, but when you do, you don't realise that until you do a pageant, it's actually a lot more than that, especially this Miss Africa. It was all about finding your roots and connecting with the other girls and looking for the inner beauty. I know it sounds kind of corny, but it was.
I met Alana through the Miss Africa Auckland event. I was fortunate to be one of their advisors for the events. My name is Bola Victoria Harpresh, originally from West Africa, and I've been in New Zealand for almost 15 years. She just stood out to be an amazing person, smart, got a degree in psychology, and she's just a really lovely person.
So good to see you. Longest time. Feeling good?
That a lot of Africans, even in New Zealand, don't know of. But the stereotyping and the stigma that you have, just saying you are African, people just think you're poor. And I wish that could be changed in some ways, and I hope people understand that Africa is not all about poverty. It's not. So I started an amazing event in New Zealand last year, which is called Diversity Oceania. So the aim and the mission of that is just to bring everybody together as one, celebrating your culture, your backgrounds, and where you're from originally, even though you call yourself a Kiwi now. And one of the issues that we face is, as soon as anyone sees you, hi, where are you from? I say to them, I'm a Kiwi. They're like, no, you're not a Kiwi. Where are you from? Like, okay, I'm from Africa, but I'm proud to call New Zealand home. In terms of body image, I've met some amazing people that they think, well, I'm big, I'm size 10, 20, I don't think I'm worth anything. It's just a low self-esteem. I thought, no, those people deserve a chance in life. They deserve to be given the opportunity to say, you know what, I am beautiful the way I look. My aim and my commission is to let them enjoy themselves. Come and celebrate who you are. Come and celebrate being proud Kiwi. Come and celebrate, I'm African, but I'm a New Zealander. Come and celebrate that. Let people see your culture. Show them your costumes. I want to show people what my culture is in New Zealand.
I grew up immersed in Italian food culture. My dad had an Italian catering hall where I started work at age 13, and my mom was a great cook. I've used a lot of her recipes in my restaurants, especially one called Sal Rose that I used to own. Sal was my dad, Rose was my mom. I named it after them. Even to this day, my favorite dish is my mom's spaghetti and meatballs. That became my signature dish. A local Thai woman has found that the taste of traditional food has connected her with her community in a very profound way.
My full name is Thanwarat Nonlucha. I come from Thailand, but my hometown is in the northeast of Thailand. Yes, but I work in Bangkok for about 20 years. Yes, I went to Bangkok when I was 13 years old. Yes, to work. Yeah. At that time, I didn't go to high school, so I went to Bangkok to work like a cleaning girl. I had been working in the big house, cleaning for rich people. And then one day I would like to change my job. I had been working in a department store for a long time. I really enjoy working there. And then one day I met Martin, it's my partner. He's from New Zealand. And then he asked me to come to New Zealand, so I decided to come. Now I'm working as a hairdresser, and I got a Thai restaurant in Manu River. Its name is Thai Tradition Restaurant. I live in Koh Hip Marama. I really enjoy living here because close to the beach. Neighborhood very nice. I am chopping vegetable to make the soup, Thai Isan soup. It's called Kang Om Kai. We always put a lot of herbs like lemongrass, kaffir leaf, galangal, and some vegetables. Make me homesick. My mother used to cook and very nice smell in the kitchen. So I always think about my home when I cook, when I smell the herbs like that. Today I will put in the soup courgette, green bean, cabbage, and galangal. Galangal is a Thai ginger, very strong and spicy. We don't have galangal in New Zealand, so we import. I have invited my sister-in-law, Amy. She works at our restaurant. She is a second chef. And also Anne. Anne is second chef too, so help each other. Beautiful. I invite them come for lunch today. After lunch, they have to go back to work.
Normally, Thai people have Isan food, popular for Thai people, and make it spicy and a lot of flavor, yeah, and good healthy too.
I would like to share some Thai culture to the community. What I can. Example, maybe can give some Thai cooking style, so people can cook for their family. I teach Thai cooking class in 7 college. Tonight we are going to cook tom yam goong, Thai curry puff, and stir-fried chicken with cashew nuts. So we are going. We have 11 people and going to make 3 group of us. When we finish the course, you will get enough experience to cook a Thai meal at home for your family. Yeah, thank you for enrolling in this class. Thank you. So now we are ready to start.
We've got them in the backyard.
Be careful your You have to separate.
Just open them.
Yeah, okay, like that. Finish.
Oh well.
Auckland's a fantastic location, and I think the Selwyn Community College public experience is a great opportunity. I've been to a number of courses here. This is a good opportunity to meet new people.
I actually looked up Thai cooking classes because it's my favorite cuisine, and it was just amazing. There are many things downtown that are $155 for an hour, with restaurants. So this is just local, beautiful, and so economical, and it's 5 weeks of cooking. And you can get to meet people in the neighborhood.
like that, to make it 9 pieces. I really enjoy living in New Zealand. Every day I talk to myself. I want to learn more about New Zealand. Every day, example, language, culture, how people do, how people live. My focus is would like to live here forever.
When I started university, my dad asked me, so what are you going to study? And I said, well, probably hospitality. I want to go in the restaurant business. He said, no, you're not. You're not going into the restaurant business. So I said, okay, I'll study acting. He said, no, you're not. You're going into the restaurant business. So there was ultimately no escaping it. You know, some of my most valued treasures are, my mom's handwritten recipes. I even have a cookbook that was handed down from my grandmother to my mother, and now I have it. There's a woman here in Kauai who's also of Italian descent, who treasures her family heirloom and how it connects her to her childhood.
My name is Adriana. I was born in Italy, as many of us, last century. I had polio when I was an infant, and I grew up walking with sticks. I went to university, and I had a doctoral degree in biological science and a postdoctoral degree in biophysics. I live with my husband and a dog, Huya, and we emigrated to New Zealand 20 years ago. Come on, Huya, busy, busy. Personally, when I arrived, I couldn't understand a word of what people were saying. You telephone someone, they ask you, are you there? And you say, of course I'm here. I don't know, it's a local thing, I suppose. Kauai is a small place, and you know most of the people. You might not be, lifelong friends, but you look after each other. This is a chest, which has been in my family for as long as I can remember. Came from my grandmother. It was in my grandmother's house, and it's probably been made in 1400, something like that. But at first, my memory of it was all black, which I suppose is sort of Victorian things. And then he went to the restorer because it was all broken out. The restorer said, oh, I think I might strip it. And he stripped all the black paint, and it came out this beautiful scene of a village or a castle. I think it's quite beautiful. I think the chest is made of oak because it's a quite strong wood. And when we were children, my cousin and I used to hide in there, playing hide and seek, or if we have been not particularly good and upset the grandmother, we hide in there. Inside, now there are the kitchen curtains inside, but you can see the hinges are very old, and I think they're original. As I said, this chest was probably made in 1400, so. We used that at Christmas. It is a tradition in most families in Italy, but it was a tradition in our family. Then they put a plank quite larger than the chest on it. And then we create a nativity scene, quite big. It probably was about 2.5 meters long. My grandmother had a box of those figurines. They were about probably 6-7 centimeters high, but very well painted, and they were very good. And they were chicken. There was just a working village and houses and everything. I must have been 5 or 6, and I don't know why, but we put a lot of straw on top of the grotto. And I thought it was a good idea to put a candle behind it, which I did, and everything went up in flame. And my grandmother was absolutely furious because I ruined her war. Oh yes, the chest remained. The rest was saved, but yes, that was, my grandmother wasn't pleased about it. I grew up with these things, so I felt after my mother died that I was part of my family, part of my history. So it's a memento of my family, of my history, and I think it's important to keep them.
My culture has made me what I am today, especially in life and work. I can remember my parents, they were growing up during poor times in America. They used to say to me, you gotta work hard, and I did. It was a part of my genetic makeup. I can't imagine approaching life any other way. In Kauai, there's a young girl who's sharing an integral part of her culture, a sense of rhythm.
I danced since I was 6 years old. I used to do ballet until my 15 years old. Then I came from ballet to hip hop. Then from hip hop, ballroom dance. And from the ballroom dance, samba. My name is Gabriela Pinto. I came from South Brazil, Porto Alegre. As one of the most things that I like about Brazilians is they have happiness and they are really, really happy. So I think when you are happy, you sing, you dance, so that's what we do. I think it's because the life is not easy for us. It's not easy at all. So we have to work really hard, and we have to fight for the things very bad. I guess in New Zealand it's easier. Things are easier, so people complain more when things are easier. I came here 3 years ago. Actually, it wasn't my dream. My partner's dream was to come because he works with healthy and fitness. We came here now, he was working with Les Mills, and I came to work with them as well, so we fell in love, no? Now we don't want to come back. I still have my dance classes. I teach at Kohimarama Yacht Club. I'm teaching tonight Zumba, Samba-Che. I'm gonna put it all the Brazilian tracks and because they love it. Welcome to my class. I hope you have fun. 55 minutes with lots of Brazilian tracks, hits. Yeah, Latin, salsa. Woo! I feel awesome when I close my eyes and the music just comes through my body. And it's much better when I saw them doing that, because it's more proud of my job. I feel really good when I saw them doing. They follow. The New Zealanders, they have very good rhythm actually. I love the way Maoris and Polynesian move the hips. It's fantastic.
Well, I reckon that just for that little package that you've seen upstairs, she's got so much energy. And I'm a Pacific Island girl, I'm kind of big, but then she makes me jump around, so if she can get me, big girl, to jump around, you know, she's addictive. And I think when the girls see her be herself, they open up themselves and they don't mind doing all the little booty shakes and all that sort of stuff. I don't do the booty shakes.
It comes naturally, that's why.
Brazilian Divas is a group of girls that, from Brazil that perform around New Zealand, bringing the drums and Brazilian music alive and the beautiful carnival. So today we are performing at the Rice and Beans Festival, and we are doing a big entertainment around Viaduct and calling the people to see our show. We are doing a performance, a beautiful performance from Brazilian Divas choreographed on the stage. Yeah.
Back in Brazil, didn't used to do samba dancing professionally, always enjoyed dancing, but never did professionally. And here is a way of bringing the carnival to us. Yeah, carnival is the biggest part in Brazil. We really like it, we really miss it. So doing this here, dancing here, we're representing our country.
Yes, so here we do represent Brazil.
In Brazil, we are used to wear little. We don't wear a lot of clothes. At the beach, you go to the beach in Brazil and the bikinis are quite small, so we are used to that. It's understandable that the girls here are not comfortable with the small bikinis, but they like it, they love it, they think it's beautiful. And I think they have the body for it, they could do it.
They could do it,
yeah. We try keeping...
We try to bring them as well. We feel kind of very special because all the community, the Brazilians, they know already Brazilian Divas.
Yeah.
And they really respect our job and they really enjoy as well.
Kauai is such a special place. Take a walk along the beach and you'll see such a real mix of nationalities, all really just enjoying what Kauai has to offer. You know, it's so inspirational to see so many people from so many different places united by the sheer joy of such a beautiful place. You know, it's like a village. We don't know each other, but we all feel like we do. Sometimes, you know, I have to pinch myself just to remind myself, this is my neighborhood.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.